All right, guys, so we'll get started. It's after 8 o'clock. I don't want to keep everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the NOVATECH presentation. My name is John Garofano. I'm going to go over what I call the Passive Profits Made Easy opportunity of NOVATECH. This is the PAM account. For all of you that are in this opportunity, you know what I'm talking about. If you're new here, I'm going to go over the investment opportunity, and then we're going to open this up for Q&A after my presentation. James will, after my presentation, go over the affiliate end if you're interested in that as well. Okay, before we start, a little earnings disclaimer. The use of our products, information, and services should be based on doing your own due diligence, and you agree that the company is not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to any of the purchase or the use of the information, products, or services reviewed or advertised here. All the information contained herein should be independently verified and confirmed by you. We are not financial advisors. We don't accept any liability for any loss or damage whatsoever in reliance upon the information or services that are here. Please be aware of the risk involved trading in any financial market. Do not trade with any money you cannot afford to lose. The trading of crypto as well as Forex does involve substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Also, all users must be over the age of 18 or older to participate. And the service is not available in Texas, South Carolina, Montana, Hawaii, and Alaska. A little introduction to the founders of NOVATECH. NOVATECH has three founders. There are the Reverend Cynthia Petian, who is the CEO. Her husband, Eddie Petian, is the COO. And their brother, Ricardo, Cynthia's brother, Eddie's brother-in-law, is a chief technology officer. Now, you could read their bios, a detailed bio of these three individuals on the website. But tonight, I'm just going to kind of just briefly introduce you to them in these pics. And you can go ahead and check them out a little bit more. I could tell you this, guys, from my experience, meeting them before they actually opened the company, these three individuals are some of the most transparent and, by the way, brilliant individuals, very smart in their own respective fields. And they're one of the most transparent owners and hands-on owners that I've ever met. So they're actually they're working the business, right? They're there and they actually come and actually talk to the members, which I think is excellent. Okay, so who are we? Who is NOVATECH? NOVATECH is a subsidiary of NovaPay LLC. They boast some of the industry's top leading professionals worldwide. Their products and services are backed up by ATMs, crypto and debit card transactions, as well as the crypto and Forex trading markets. Their executive staff contains over 40 years of combined experience in blockchain, cryptocurrency mining, crypto and Forex trading, professional networking, leadership and team building, software project management, computer network engineer, and finance and education. The list goes on, guys. This is a team of trusted professionals that you can heavily rely upon to deliver exemplary results to your online business. So what do they offer? What does NOVATECH offer and when they were established? So NOVATECH was established in June of 2019, going in their third year. They're established as a legally registered cryptocurrency hedge fund company in the US, as well as a MetaTrader broker that are operating on their own trading platform with one of the deepest liquidity pools in the industry. So they offer a crypto and Forex trading platform on the MetaTrader 5 platform, which they are their own broker. They offer two products. I'm going to briefly go over this in a little bit more in detail. The PAM accounts or the MT5 accounts, okay? Now, 99% of you ladies and gentlemen are going to want to come into a PAM account because the MT5 account is for people or individuals who usually have experience in trading on MetaTrader, and you'll be trading on your own. In a PAM account, it is a done-for-you account, which I will break down a little bit and explain that in more detail. A cryptocurrency payment gateway, they have an excellent third-party payment gateway called Coin Payments that protects both us as far as purchasing PAM accounts and NOVATECH as well with third-party verification. No deposit fees, so it doesn't cost you anything. NOVATECH eats the deposit fees coming into them, and you do pay a small fee when you do withdraw. Optional affiliate program. Stick around to the end because my good friend James Corbett will go over that optional affiliate program. However, I'm not only to be speaking about the product tonight. 24/7 customer support. We'll talk about that as well. They have excellent support. So live market trading in the crypto and Forex trading markets. So NOVATECH trades in the currency markets. Okay, so Just understand they don't trade in the stock market or the equities or anything like that. They're a crypto fund trading on their own platform. Well, let's talk a little bit about what trading is. So trading of currency is the conversion of one currency for another. Now, in the case of cryptocurrency trading, you can buy or sell a digital currency for another, like Bitcoin versus the thousands of altcoin pairs out there. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency, and it operates on its own platform independently of any central bank or government. So it's not owned by anyone. It's really unique. Now, the Forex market or foreign exchange market, this is a global decentralized market for the trading of fiat currencies. Fiat currencies are the government issue currencies, the US dollar, the British pound, the Canadian, the Japanese yen. All these currencies, these basket of currencies around the world are traded in the foreign exchange market. This market determines the foreign exchange rates for every currency worldwide, and these can be traded against each other as well. This is one of the most actively traded markets in the world, guys. This is with an average daily trading volume of over $6.6 trillion a day goes through these markets. It's quite amazing. The other thing that's very unique about the currency markets is they never close, right? Now, the Forex market is 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It does close on the weekends, but the cryptocurrency market is 24/7, 365. It does not close. It's global, and it's even on the weekends or holidays, 24/7, 365. Very unique market. Okay, we're going to talk about the trading program. We're going to talk about the PAM accounts. So 99% of you, ladies and gentlemen, are going to want to enter this PAM account. Most people are not going to want to trade on their own. It takes quite a while to learn how to trade. Although you can download a demo account, and we could talk about that, where you could actually learn a little bit more. But again, a lot of people don't have time, right? Why I like a PAM account is it's done for you. It's managed account. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But what is a PAM account? Now, this is an acronym. It stands for Percentage Allocation Management Module. I know it's a big, nice, fancy term. But I'm going to break this down so you can understand it a little bit more and explain a little more in detail. But this is a managed account. Now, a PAM account, or Percentage Allocation Management Module, this is also something not exclusive to NOVATECH. This is an industry standard term. You could find other PAM account with other PAM account managers and brokers that offer these. NOVATECH just happens to be one of the best I've ever seen out there. Again, going on their third year, 100% payout. And we'll talk about what you potentially can earn in NOVATECH's PAM account. I'm going to break down some of the numbers, some of the P&Ls, and some of the graphs that we could talk about a little bit later. But what is a PAM account? So a PAM for short, right? Percentage Allocation Management Module is a form of pooled funds inside a crypto or Forex trading account. So it's a pooled investment. Everybody pools their money. Kind of very similar, guys, to a mutual fund. Most people know what a mutual fund is, although mutual funds are in the stock or equities. The PAM accounts are in the currency markets. A mutual fund is mutually funded investment. Everybody pools their funds. The broker takes those funds, places it in multiple assets, and everybody profit shares from that. Essentially what a PAM account is. But this is where it gets good, guys. So since investing in a PAM account are available inside managed trading accounts and are traded for you by qualified traders with NOVATECH, that means investors like us can participate without the need of any knowledge in the trading of these daily currency markets. So you do not need to know how to trade in this day-to-day market, right? Which makes it very convenient. Most people, like I said, don't have time or the knowledge to do this in a 24/7 market. Where do you start? So this makes a PAM account a very unique product that allows inexperienced investors to earn profits without having to trade on their own. And guys, it just doesn't get any easier than that, right? Okay, so now the profits and losses that are allocated among the investors and the PAM manager are defined according to the manager of the PAM account. So the manager of the PAM account defines the percentage or ROI given to us. That would be NOVATECH. So simply put, at the end of it, a specific trading period, and get this, guys, in the case of NOVATECH, this is a weekly payout period on every single Friday. The books are closed for the week, the profits are tallied up, and we all profit share. So simply put, at the end of that period, the profits made inside that PAM account are equally distributed among all of us investors in the form of a percentage of shared profits, or ROI. Okay, a little bit about the program highlights. Again, live MetaTrader. When we say MT5, it would be MetaTrader platform. Again, NOVATECH is a broker on the MetaTrader platform. This is a really big deal, guys. It allows them to not have to use a broker, which allows us to save fees. The company can pass that on to us as profits. And it gives them more control over their platform as far as their traders going on. Okay, no experience needed if you do enter the PAM account. Again, if you enter an MT5 account, you start loading an MT5 account, you're on your own. But if you enter a PAM account, you don't have any experience, and because it's fully automated, right? It's done for you, right? Like I explained. Online support portal, they got a great online support system. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Upgrade or cancel anytime. Your money's always successful. We'll talk about that as well. Okay, live trading experience. So since NOVATECH is a MetaTrader broker, you can download MetaTrader. You can see on the upper left-hand corner of that big screen here with NOVATECH listed as a broker with their number as a hedge broker. On this platform, you can download a demo account if you choose to and see what professional traders go through. Again, it's a demo account, so you're not losing your own money. If you do lose on trades, you're learning. And some people love this. Most people don't use it. And most people find out how hard it is to actually trade on their own and how much time they don't have. And most people just kind of do it for fun and never really do it live. Okay, so we're going to talk about NOVATECH's ROI and how what you can expect to earn when you're with NOVATECH. I think if you're here for the first time, you may have heard what we've been historically earning in NOVATECH, but you may want to know a little bit more about the past performance, right? So on this screen, the next screen here, I'm going to talk about the trading performance and reports posted weekly in your back office. So this is a screenshot, guys. If you look over here on the right side, September through February 2022, that 6-month period of time on what we see as a profit and loss statement. So I'm going to look at two things. We're going to look at this graph on the left-hand side, then we'll move over to these little graphs over here on the monthly side. Over here on the left side, we're going to see all these little percentages here. And you see there's dozens and dozens of them now. We're not going to look at every single one of these percentages. I just want to look at the range, because each and every one of these percentages here you see on the screen is an actual weekly payout that NOVATECH paid out over that period of time. So if you look at the range, we're looking over here at the top, 4.2%, right? Down over here, 2.84%. Over here, we have 4.0%. The bottom range over here, 2%, back up to 4.1. Over here, more recently, we've had a bit of a bear run in the market. We had 1.85 and another 1.75, and we shot back up to around 3.3%. You could see that most of these, if you do an average range, are somewhere around 3%, maybe a little bit more if you average this all out. But you do see a range between 1.75, 1.85 to around 4%. And that's been about the average, like again, somewhere probably around 3% if you wanted to average it out. But I got to tell you guys, there's a little disclaimer at the bottom of this page before we go on and talk a little bit more about this. I want to just make sure everybody understands that past performance is not indicative of any future results or earnings. So there is no guarantee that you're going to see any of these returns or any return at all. But with that being said, NOVATECH is on their third year in business, never failed to pay out on a weekly basis, 100% payout on withdrawals and as well as weekly ROI payouts. Over here on the monthly side, we could see, and I'm going to illustrate how these markets work, because if you don't understand or never traded in live markets, they cycle, guys. They're very cyclical. So we're going to see ups and downs, or what they call bull runs and bear runs. And there are longer bull runs and bear runs, and there are mini bull and bear runs in between the weeks that we see in these months. So we can see over here, it's September 2021. We closed the month out at 16.4%. Down again in October and November, 14 and 12.9% respectively. And then back up over here in December to 15% closing out the month. Now, some of these months do have 5 weeks, and December was one of those. Then we have January and February, we're down a little bit. And I think we're swinging back up. I think in the next few months, we're going to start swinging up and seeing a little bit higher return. The markets cycle, guys. And this is why you could tell NOVATECH doesn't give you a flat rate, right? NOVATECH's not going to say, well, no matter what, we're going to give you 3% or 2% or 5%. Matter of fact, if a company does that, that's fraudulent. That raises a whole lot of flags for me. This is going to be a variable rate return based on the market. So just understand that. No guarantees, but we have been averaging these numbers. Okay, so why is NOVATECH different? What makes NOVATECH different? There are several reasons, but these are some of the great ones here, guys. No expiration dates. You can trade as long as you want with your principal trading balance. There's no contract that ends. It's open-ended, so you don't have to worry about it expiring. So in other words, if you want to put $1,000 in, as long as you're trading with that $1,000, we use that as an example, you will continue to earn anywhere from, we see 1.75 to 4.2%. So let's say 3% on average, say $30 per week. And you could either reinvest that $30, you could take that $30, let's say, as an example, out every week. But again, no expiration dates. Access to your capital. This is huge, guys, because at any given time, if you need to take some or all of that capital out, sometimes, life happens and you get in a financial emergency, and that is something you need to do. So you always have access to your capital. No earning caps, guys. At any time, you could put as much as you want and not have to worry about, well, I'm going to hit an earning cap because they only allow so much in the fund. If you want to put, $100 in, 100,000 or $1 million, you will continue to earn. And there's actually some benefits for putting a little bit more in. If you want to stick around, I'll be showing that a little bit later here. No withdrawal limits. This is huge too, guys. So we've had people who have been in this for the last few years and have accumulated 6 figures, some even 7-figure portfolios in NOVATECH, right? It's a lot of money. And some of them have said, I want to test NOVATECH out. They don't have a withdrawal limit. And we've seen people pull out 6 figures at a time, no problems, no hiccups, guys. 100% payouts, unlimited, no withdrawal limits. Okay, we're going to talk about the trading packages. So before we talk about these, just understand one thing, that we're looking at these builder through platinum plans here. I'm going to go through each one of these and talk a little bit more in detail. But before we talk about these, they do show up in US dollar amounts, but understand that you must fund these PAM accounts with cryptocurrency. Why? Because this is a crypto hedge fund. It's not, you don't get paid in cash. You can't pay them in cash. It's crypto in and you're getting paid crypto back out, just a little bit more of it, right? Cryptocurrency does have a US dollar value to it based on a market. It's a market-based item. So, it will fluctuate in the market as a risk asset. However, I just want to let everybody understand you cannot use a credit card or bank transfer or US dollars to fund these. You must have crypto first. So you can fund this with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, or Litecoin of your choice. And you can actually withdraw Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin as well. Okay, let's talk about the builder plan. Starts at $100, guys. $99 is the minimum investment to get into NOVATECH. It's a pretty low amount, right? There is a caveat to coming in with that. I'm going to talk about in a little bit, but you can come in with $100, okay? So the builder is something you want to build upon, whether you're someone who wants to add more slowly, start with a low amount, see how it goes, or you want to build a team. And James is going to talk about team building a little bit. But from $99 to just under $500, you're going to be a builder plan. Most people do start with the bronze plan. This is an investment, so $500 is usually a place to start, even on a low budget. But the silver plan goes from $2,500 just under $5K, the gold from $5K to just under $10K, and the platinum from $10K to just under $25K. So the next thing I want to talk about is the monthly fee. We see each and every one of these plans at the bottom has a $25 a month fee. Now, here's how that works, guys, and this is what's really cool. So NOVATECH does not take that fee out up front. They allow you to trade for 30 days for free, right? Earning that 2, 4, 3%, whatever we're earning for that week. And then at the end of 30 days, whatever you earn, they'll take that $25 fee out of it automatically, so you don't have to worry about doing that or missing it and getting your account canceled. Now, again, one caveat to coming in with just $100, and I've had a few members, I had to email them and tell them, listen, you're going into this with $100. What's going to happen when we're only earning about 15% on average per month, maybe 12 some months, maybe 16 other months? Still, on a $100 investment, that is not going to cover your $25 a month fee, right? 15, 20 bucks on a $25 a month fee is just not going to cut it. So what's going to happen is people were coming in with $100, not building a team for extra commission, or not adding more crypto to their fund to get it up to maybe $300 or $500, which will cover that fee. and their account will go inactive. So you're essentially wasting your money if you do that. Just make sure if you are getting people in that they understand that. So most people do come in, like, again, with a $500 or more, plan. But if you do come in with $100, you're welcome to upgrade to any one of these anytime. That's the beauty about this. So you could start with $100, a couple of weeks later, a month later, come in with another 500, jump to the bronze, come in with a few $1,000s, jump to the silver. Anytime you could just jump above any of these plans. You don't have to go one at a time. You can start with 100,000 if you want, and we'll show you what that will give you as well. You get some extra benefits. So now I'm going to show you now on the next page how you can waive that monthly fee, right? It's not a huge fee. It comes out of your trading automatically. But if you want that waived, you get to the 25K level, you become a VIP investor. So anybody who invests with $25,000 up to 100K becomes a VIP investor. So what does that give us? It gives us some perks, guys. First thing is no monthly fees, right? You're never going to pay that $25 month fee as long as your balance is over 25K. It also includes all the benefits of the ROI I explained earlier, 1 to 4%, 2 to 4% ROI respectfully. That will actually be added to that as well as a 1% monthly cashback reward. And the way this works, guys, it's you don't get it instantly because it's something you have to be trading for at least a full calendar month with 25K or more. Once you do that, the previous calendar month, you will get 1% cash back rewarded on what you earned previously. So say, you went through the month of January and with 25K or more, February rolled around and they would give you 1% of what you earned on your total ROI for the previous month of January. Say that was $10,000 because you had maybe $50,000, $60,000 in there, anything more than 25K. Let's just say you earn 10K. You get 1% extra added on the 10K that you earn, which would be $100. Very easy math to do. Now, once you exceed 100K or more, you become a President Club level investor. This is the highest level rewarded for you as a straight investor. This has nothing to do with the affiliate program that James is going to talk about. This is straight, no referrals needed. This is a monetary based on how much you invested. And once you hit 100K, again, no monthly fees, just like VIP, but you'll get an additional 1.5% above VIP on the monthly cashback rewards for a total of 2.5%. So now on a 10K previous month ROI, you would earn $250. And guys, this is recurring. Both of these in the VIP are recurring monthly rewards. So it's not a one-time bonus. It's every single month. We should be getting them actually this week. If you're in a President Club level, like most of us who've been in for a while have hit this level, you're going to see a 2.5% on Saturdays. So this pays out like as a commission on an ROI on a Saturday. But you'll also get another bonus when you hit this level. This is a one-time bonus of $1,000, one-time gift of $1,000. It goes right into your crypto account, your bonus account. You could withdraw this, you could reinvest it, you could do whatever you want. It's yours to keep. Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about is the dedicated support portal. So we already explained how NOVATECH has an amazing passive income or passive profits on trading profits made easy. But they also have great support, right? So you can come to this portal, type in, it's like a search engine. You could type in your questions and it'll spit out an answer. If you can't find it, you do need to submit a ticket so a live person can review your account, you're welcome to do that as well. They do have a pretty good support system that gets back to you usually within 24 hours, sometimes a little bit later on the weekends or holidays or when they're really busy, but they do get back to you. But I want to add to this before we stop sharing and maybe open up for Q&A and send this back to James to start his side of the presentation. I want to talk about the support that you'll get coming into NOVATECH through this amazing group of team leaders that we assembled here. Guys, you are in good hands here. You have so many team leaders here that are going to take care of you when you come into this industry. And this is a very new thing for a lot of people, crypto, and you do need somebody to help you onboard. And most of the team leaders are amazing here. So again, you're in good hands with that. Nobody's going to be left behind not knowing what to do. Okay, that's the end of the presentation, guys. I'm going to stop sharing and send this back to James Corbett and open this up for Q&A. You guys have to say.
Right grown accustomed to just getting through the whole presentation, and we have question and answers as long as we want.
That's fine. Sounds good to me.
I think it works better. Again, thanks guys for joining.
Not a problem. So yeah, guys, hold your questions, mute your mics, and James will take over here and show us about this amazing compensation plan. Go ahead, James.
Yeah, thanks, John. As always, it's such a pleasure working with you and Vincent Thomas, and the three of us are just it was just a joy to work with you two. So thanks for joining us here tonight, John. Thank you for everybody reaching out to me last week. Had a great time. It was a nice vacation. Now, guys, you should understand. Monday nights is specifically to help people, invite people to NOVATECH. So you understand that we're getting paid on these PAM accounts on Friday. And then Wednesday nights is where you would like to be if you decide that you want to share NOVATECH with people and really, really take a deep dive into the NOVATECH compensation plan. Please join us on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock on the same Zoom link. Okay, we're going to record tonight, obviously, and in the YouTube, my YouTube channel, we have multiple Wednesday night presentations. So I'll put that in the chat before we try and sign off tonight. And everybody wants to see how to share the business. So now what you're going to be seeing is a rough draft of the compensation plan. I don't go into full detail on Monday nights for time purposes, but let me just do a quick highlight on what I like about NOVATECH. And it really needs to be just addressed if you really are taking a serious look at NOVATECH, what you have, a true tiger by the tail. What do I mean by that? Well, first of all, it's not a startup company. We've seen a lot of startup companies come and go, and we all have a story, and I get it, all right? I have them, John has them, everybody has a story. You got to erase what you've seen in the past and really realize that NOVATECH approached presenting you this platform with integrity and business sensibility, right? A self-sustainable sensibility to build a platform that pays you twice a week, completely self-sustainable, where if you're opening up one of these PAM accounts, let's say, as John said, $1,000, 100% of your money is going to go into your PAM account and you'll be trading with that $1,000. So right there is the 100% evidence that what has destroyed so many other programs, where a company relies on new money to generate the profits, right? And that's where we fall in line with the Ponzi's of the world. With NOVATECH, you're getting paid out on Fridays in a self-sustainable system, a system that is designed to pay you, the member, 70% of the profits from this hedge fund each week and keep 30% to run the company. Now, we could go into all the different things on what they do with their 30%, but please understand the company would not be as successful as it is today if they were not very, very skilled at spending that 30% each week, whether it be through their support centers, their IT departments, paying their traders, paying the bonuses I'm going to go through in a few minutes. They have proven to me, after 3 years of being in NOVATECH and knowing these owners, like I know these owners, that everything that they set out to do 3 years ago, they have succeeded in. Okay, it's a secure platform. What do I mean by that? Everything or anything the United States government has asked of NOVATECH to do, to be legally able to give you this business here in the United States, they have done. You'll get people asking you, do they have this license, that license, what have you? Again, anything the United States government has asked them to do, they have done. Now, that being said, you need to understand this is an unregulated arena here, right? It's cryptocurrency only here in the United States. That's what they're legally able to trade for you on this trading platform. Okay, so when you get into the avenue of secure and unsecure, NOVATECH has proven to me they've done everything. They opened up SmartBit, which is their ATM business. Their money transmission license required a FinCEN license from the Treasury Department of the United States. They went out and got it. So if there's anything that they need to go and get or provide the United States government to be legal, they have already proven that they have done that for me. And nobody's going to vet NOVATECH principal owners better than the United States government. The support, as John said, is very good based on the fact that we are here, not because we have to, right? If you join or you don't join, it's fine. We're not here to beg you to go into NOVATECH. Please understand, they don't need you to join. If they stop accepting all new members tomorrow, everybody that's trading on this platform is in a self-sustainable vehicle. We're only getting paid out on the profits each week generated in this hedge fund. Now, it's been great so far. 70% is ROI, and we've been seeing, as John showed you, about a 3% average each week now for 3 years. However, we need to understand that if there are no profits, we're going to get 70% of nothing. But so are the traders, so are the owners. And these bonuses, again, they will not pay out if there's no profits. That's what you give up to make sure you're in a self-sustainable vehicle. If they were promising you or guaranteeing you percentage returns each week, that is unsustainable, right? So I like the self-sustainable part. There is no recruiting. Everything that John went through tonight, you could do on your own. You do not have to require anybody else to generate a profit each and every Friday. But because you do not have to recruit to be successful and actually, right off the bat, be in a program where you'll be successful right off the bat, 100% of the members that are trading in NOVATECH for the last 3 years are successful their very first week. The minute you open up a PAM account, you're actively trading in the PAM account. That Friday, you will get paid. If there is an ROI, which they have been every week, you will get paid something. So if you don't want to recruit, that's fine. But know this, that if you do recruit and you do bring people to this platform, the retention ratio on NOVATECH's platform is damn near 100%. I have 24,000 members underneath me now. And out of those 24,000 members, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I looked at how many inactive members are underneath me. 11 people out of 24,000 people are inactive underneath me. What does that mean? If you're going to share it, take advantage of this unbelievable second paycheck each week you could generate, right? You get paid out on Fridays on the PAM. I'm going to show you how to get paid out on Saturdays. If you share it, and let's say you bring in 5, 6, 7, 10 people. 2 or 3 months down the road, you're going to look back, and those same people are going to be with you. Imagine that. You're going to be actually in an affiliate program where you're going to put your effort into building a team, and half of them are going to drift away because they're not making money for doing nothing. Everybody wants to make money for doing nothing, right? With NOVATECH, if you could get, maybe a minute a week, and you could devote it to compounding your profits in NOVATECH or pulling your profits out in NOVATECH, you could do NOVATECH. The biggest obstacle you're going to find is the introductory to cryptocurrency to people that want to do NOVATECH and they don't understand crypto. And that's the big caveat that most people have. If you want to be a leader, I will tell you this. NOVATECH pays you very, very well for taking the time out to introduce people to cryptocurrency. Take advantage of it. Do not look at it as, this person doesn't know what they're doing. This is a challenged person on a computer, blah, blah, blah. NOVATECH will pay you very well for that week or two that you got to spend with somebody and show them how to onboard properly in cryptocurrency. It's simple. This program, more than anything that makes it accepted by just about everybody, is the fact that once they fund their PAM account, if you want to use a single word for NOVATECH, you could use the word simple. It's very easy to understand. It's very easy to do. As I said, there is a compound aspect to this people are taking advantage of. You can set an amount that you want to trade with and base on every single paycheck, or I shouldn't say paycheck, every single ROI each Friday that you receive, having that ability to instantly take it from your wallet that you receive your profits from and move it into your capital and then you're trading with more money the next week, little by little by little by little, you can take advantage of the miracle of compounding. It's a fascinating amount of money generated each week through each year through people in the compounding world, people that learned how to compound their profits or compounding interest. Interest, this is not an interest compounding program. This is a profit-based program, right? There's no guarantee, there's no paycheck, but you could roughly guess about a 3% return average per week. If you do the math and you compounded that, you would see approximately a 446% yearly annuity. So that's not bad. And lastly, you have access to your capital. I like the access to your capital, guys. I use it all the time. But think about this. This is really powerful stuff. If you put money into NOVATECH, you're not going to chase this program for 6 months until you get it back. You're not going to lock up your money for 60 weeks until you can pull your profits out. NOVATECH unleashes the handcuffs. You want to put $1,000 in, you have 2 weeks to see profits from that and like the program. And guess what? If you don't like it in 2 weeks, 100% money back guarantee, right? So that is a legitimate sign of a company, right? Then the company only stipulates that if you pull out your fund in the first 90 days from registration, there's a 15% early withdrawal fee. That should be stated. Most people are not looking to put their money in and pull it out in the first 90 days. After 90 days, the only fee that you'll encounter is a networking fee. Obviously, that's how companies make money, through the transaction of currencies. But NOVATECH does not charge you a fee at that point. Welcome everybody to the Monday night presentation on the compensation aspect to NOVATECH. This is how you get paid out on Saturdays. This is based on the income that we're receiving on Fridays. And the Friday income is 100% profit generated. Again, this program does not pay out on new money coming in. And you'll see how they do it right here. It's a one-of-a-kind hybrid compensation plan. I find it probably the best compensation plan I've ever seen, not because it does anything extra special besides the holding tank, but because it's created in a way where there's a bonus I'm going to show you that is actually paying out probably 10 times what the trading is paying out on Fridays for me. And I like the fact that they're not little bonuses. These bonuses could be very, very quite significant. Unlike a unilevel or a binary, NOVATECH has a leverage holding tank. Why is that important? Well, unlike a unilevel and binary, NOVATECH allows you to decide. Do you want to start with 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs? And by a leverage holding tank and them giving you the ability to sign somebody up, and they have 48 hours to place them anywhere they want in the compensation plan, you have the ability to design and be the architect of your own compensation plan. And you don't mind placing people anywhere in this compensation plan. Because unlike a binary, it pays out on all legs, just like a unilevel. So you can place people you sign up anywhere you want. And because of that little tiny difference in the NOVATECH platform, it has proven to me, without a shadow of a doubt, that the spillover aspect of NOVATECH is the best I've ever seen. I had mentioned 24,000 people in my group. My directs are 18,000. Well, I'm going to get into what groups are and what directs are. But please understand, the difference is the spillover. My spillover underneath me is close to 6,000 members, because people are placing people anywhere they want in the compensation plan. And no matter where they place them, they can be 30 tiers down. They are going to get all the direct bonuses I'm going to go through because they directly signed up that member. So can you imagine putting somebody 30 levels deep and getting the direct referral bonuses, the indirect referral bonuses, the check matching bonuses, the residual bonuses from that many levels deep, and then actually building more levels at that 30th level, let's say, and starting it all over again and getting paid indirect, even down that deep in this compensation plan. And everybody that spills over underneath you from people placing people deep, you get to include their volume to help you rank up. in this unbelievable compensation plan. It's profit-based, as you find out. It's dynamic compression is very much real. Matter of fact, we should talk about that at this point of the presentation real quick, because it is a rather significant update from NOVATECH this past week. NOVATECH is now requiring you to have the cryptocurrency ready to fund your account within 2 days of the time you register for NOVATECH. So please have the crypto in your possession before you register. If you make the mistake of registering and you don't have the crypto, have somebody throw a $99 contract in there to lock up your spot, because after 48 hours, they're just going to collapse it and they're going to ask you to re-register and refund. The reason why they changed this policy, simple, 2 reasons. One, it's a very data-rich, computer-rich data center that they have. And a lot of the data was used up on all the members sitting there week 2, week 3, week 4, waiting for their crypto to be released. So that helped the whole system speed it up, because everybody was asking for it to be sped up. And the other thing is, and this goes out to the creeps out there that take advantage of people in legitimate programs, there were a lot of people scamming other members during that 2 to 3 week period where people were waiting to fund their accounts. And without going too far into it, they can't scam the people anymore by what they were doing. So for the benefit of all the members, you only have 48 hours now to fund your PAM account, or you will be compressed and you'll have to start over. This program gives you 7 different ways to get paid: direct and indirect referral bonuses. There's a fast track bonus, check matching weekly, which, man, it's just unbelievable. Residual bonuses, rank achievements up to $100,000 in rank-based profit sharing. So let's take a little bit of a dive, not a deep dive, into this compensation plan. First, your direct referral bonuses are attributed to you, the sponsor, of anybody you bring in. So if you sign somebody up and they come in with a builder package for $100, you're going to get $10. Direct referral bonuses. Somebody comes in with $1,000, that's a bronze level. You're going to get a $50 bonus because you signed them up. Now, what makes this beautiful is that person now is married to you for as long as he's in the company. That person, that is your paycheck. You sign somebody up and you will receive profits from that person every single week. Not guaranteed. 100% of the time so far, though, in 3 years, every single week, you will make money off the person that you signed up into this company. And one of the ways is direct referral bonuses. Because get this, let's say somebody comes in with $1,000 and you got a $50 bonus. Well, eventually they're going to compound, add, or build a team and get paid twice a week. They may not be sitting at $1,000 trading for long. I've seen people double their money in weeks by building teams, triple their money in months, quadruple their money in months. You could do it rather quickly. So as you trade with a higher level, let's say all of a sudden you hit the $2,500 level you're trading with. Then another bonus comes to you as the sponsor, $75 upgrade bonus, and so on and so forth. I have seen dozens of people come in at all these levels that have hit the president level. And out of everybody that has hit the president level, the sponsor had received a total of $5,000 in bonuses. So that's not bad. You can sign somebody up that wants to compound and build a little bit. We're seeing people left and right hitting the president level trading. Indirectly, same thing. You could have somebody indirectly coming in underneath your group, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels deep. And every time they open up an account, you're going to get a bonus. Every time they are trading at a different level, whether it's gold or platinum or VIP, you're going to get the upgrade bonus. And you have nothing. You may not even know them. Somebody you signed up could have signed somebody up that signed somebody up. Everybody knows how that works. But get this. You say, well, 7 levels. Well, what's to stop you from signing somebody up when you have 7 levels and placing them underneath your 7th person and starting it all over again? Nothing's stopping you. And the best part is, let's say in this example, I place somebody in my 8th level. Level 7, level 6, level 5, level 4, level 3, level 2, level 1, all get to include the amount of cryptocurrency that individual on the 8th level is trading with. So let's say somebody comes in the 8th level and wants to open up $1,000 PAM account. Every level between him and you, the sponsor, if you drop it 8 levels deep, is going to benefit. And that will be a spillover member. And that is going to go into your group volume. Group volume is really cool. We're going to go over that real quick tonight. Fast track. I like the fast track. Fast track is something I didn't take advantage of. I think my story has been told too many times, but I waited 8 months before I shared this program. It's important to me to make sure a program is 100% legit, set up right, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted. And this one proved that to me 3 years ago. I started building the team 2 years ago. So guess what, guys? If you want to share this right away, by all means, go ahead. My suggestion is if you open up a PAM account, please allow a week to at least so you have proof of work when you start talking to people. So many people make the mistake of building a team before they even registered themselves. Register, fund the account, see how it comes in, work it a little bit. It's very simple, as I said. But understand what you're talking about. There's no reason to fly off the handle and bring in 3 or 4 people in your first 2 or 3 weeks. You have 45 days to get this bonus. There's no, you can wait 15 days, 2 weeks, get 2 weeks of profits and sign up 3 or 4 people, 5 people. Come in at a bronze, 3 people, you get a $100 bonus. If you come in with 3 people that open up a silver or higher, you're going to get a $500 bonus. Yes, you can get both these bonuses. Check matching. This is the beauty and just the awe in me at this compensation plan, because this one bonus is changing people's lives. Literally putting people in major tax brackets different than the ones they're accustomed to. This is crazy, crazy good, right? Every person I sign up, for as long as they're with the company, I'm going to get 5% of their profits. Everybody they sign up, for as long as they're with the company, I'm going to get 2% of their profits. 1% from level 3. And I'm not going to name them all, but the point is these profits, these percentages are coming to me as a sponsor in a check matching bonus. It's not coming from the member. They got the 70%. They got the ROI. They get to keep 100% of that. Again, they don't play games with this compensation plan like a lot of compensation plans do that get them kicked out of the United States government, and how they have to have compensation plans have to be structured a certain way. The bonuses have to come from a percentage of the profits other than the members. The company set aside these percentages from their share of the profits that they get. Remember, 30% of the profits come to the company. Part of the profit structure is in this check matching bonus. If there's no profits, right, in a PAM account made no ROI or no profits, and 70% of nothing's nothing, and you got 5% of nothing, guess what you got? Nothing. And that's okay. That's a self-sustainable system. You do not want to be in something that's going to pay you money that they don't have, or they got to steal from one place to pay another. They can't pay you this bonus unless they generate profit on Friday. And that's what truly makes NOVATECH, aside from so many other companies, because probably for the first time, most of you people have ever seen a program that pays you out not once, but twice a week, both 100% self-sustainable, that's not relying on new money coming in, right? I mean, I strongly tell you right now, I do not see NOVATECH ever closing down in the near future. I'm not trying to raise any red flags, but you're in a company that can actually stop taking new members and not have to worry about keeping the ship afloat. If everybody is in NOVATECH right now and they decided to go a week or 2 and not bring in any new people, everybody that's in NOVATECH is going to make the same amount of money whether new people joined or not. And that is something you really got to pay attention to, guys, because that's what's making people just jump on this. And they're just successful for the first time in a program. And so many people have tried to be successful in programs. This one's setting records with the amount of people coming into it and 100% payout every single week for 3 years. Not one person complained. It's just, it's a breath of fresh air. Same thing with residual income. Same percentages are going to come right back to you. But where does this money come from? How could they pay a bonus from where? Right? Check matching, referral bonuses. Listen, guys, those referral bonuses, I should have touched on this. In fact, I'm going to go back to the interest of a recording. Very important to understand. These bonuses are the reason why there's a 15% early withdrawal fee when people come in and they drop this chunk of change into NOVATECH. Think about this. Let's say somebody wants to be a gold member and they bring in $5,000 and they open up an account. And NOVATECH pays $250 out to the sponsor. And all of a sudden, a month down the road, that person wants that $5,000 back. If there wasn't a 15% early withdrawal fee, NOVATECH would be in the red. But because there's an early withdrawal fee, NOVATECH knows it's going to get at least their $250 back from the 15% that they'll charge that person. Now they know after 90 days, that person is now trading, and the percentage they're getting from that PAM account is going to help go towards the next bonus. And that's how they keep this self-sustainable. Now, this residual is so cool because at first I was like, well, look at these bonuses. A few bucks here, a few bucks there, $10 this week, $30 this week. Now I'm making hundreds of dollars on this bonus. Why? Because I have more people directly underneath me that are actually opening up PAM accounts, and they're all paying me a percentage of the $25 fee that gets charged to each member at the end of the month, right? So anybody could join NOVATECH. I'm not getting any percentage residual off of them until they decide that they want to keep on trading the next month. They got to pay a $25 fee. NOVATECH, because they're not greedy, first of all, only charges you $25 for this platform, which is ridiculously cheap. But on top of that, they give you a percentage back in residual income. Again, paying you bonuses, and you see where the money comes from. They can't pay this bonus out unless the member pays that $25 fee. Self-sustainable, right? But on top of that, I don't know you guys how many programs are out there. I've seen thousands of them in all the years that I've been doing this, right? 5-6 years now. A lot of programs come out with that. Oh, for $3,000 a year, you could be in this bot program, blah, 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 and this and that. It's all upfront money. It's a money grab. With NOVATECH, they're going to give you a month to actually get profits, and then they'll pull the $25 out of your profits. You won't even notice it. So, and if you don't like the $25, like John said, trade with more than $25,000. That may seem like a lot of money. So if you want to pay the $25 fee, invite a few people. When they pay it, the percentage will go to you in a bonus, and you can pay your bonus with it, right? So it's just another little bonus. This is really where you want to keep your eye on. This one is just, like I said, I'm seeing like at least a 10%, 10 times between what I trade with and what I'm making in check match. So guys, this pays very well. There's a lot of programs out there that have check matching aspects to it. And you get like a little envelope once a month, and you open it up and there's a check inside for like $21.62. That's your check matching from your team. You guys all know what I'm talking about, right? This one, it's not even close. It could be hundreds, even thousands of dollars in check matching a week. This one doesn't just pay you a couple of cents on a person. It's paying you $10, $20, $50, $100. There's people making thousands of dollars just on some of these accounts. So this one's really, really worth looking at right there. Lastly, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to go over rather quickly how the rank-based profits work. The rank-based profits are generated through team volume. Team volume, unlike direct volume, team volume includes those spillover people I told you about. So hypothetically, let's say you had 25 people. Whether you sign them up or not, or indirectly, or spilled over, it does not matter. 25 people underneath you, right? If they're each trading, let's say $1,000, they're trading $25,000 collectively. You'll get a $100 bonus when that happens. As long as you're building legs equally, you're okay, right? And I'll tell you why. Because like, take this next bonus. If you want to achieve $50,000 worth of trading volume underneath you on your team, you will get there. Because again, these accounts always grow. Nobody's quitting. It's not like you had a team that was trading $25,000 this week and next week somebody walked away with $10,000. Now you trade 15. It doesn't work that way. Everybody's compounding. Everybody's sharing. So the next week you may have 5 or 6 more members underneath you, all trading maybe $5 or $6 more $1,000, and all of a sudden you're going to hit $50,000. Well, if you do that equally, you're going to get a $500 bonus. What do I mean by equally? They're going to make sure that no one leg is going to run away with this. They do not want one power leg in your compensation plan to run away with it, right? They're going to let you use $30,000 from any one leg. So that forces you to find $20,000 in volume from a second leg. So it is strongly encouraged when you start signing people up to place at least a 1 and a 2, a right and a left leg, and strongly suggested to build a third leg. If you don't place them in the first 48 hours, they're going to start another leg. And you sign up another person and you don't sign them up, you don't go into your holding tank and you don't place them in your compensation plan, guess what? They're going to start another leg. Yes, you get paid out on all legs. Yes, you'll still get the same amount of money, right? But you're hurting yourself with your team growth. When you start placing people deeper and deeper and deeper and giving people hope through volume, you're placing volume underneath them. You're putting hope in their heart that they could hit the next rank because they may be looking at 32,000 and you might have placed 2 or 3 people underneath his group because they're your group. And you don't care because you're going to get the direct referral bonuses, so you don't care where you put them. Why would you start a new leg if you don't need one? You place them deep, and somebody comes in, let's say, with $10,000, PAM account, right? Platinum, right? Well, guess what? Everybody that was between him and you are going to get that $10,000 to help rank them up. So you could do a lot. Team building, a lot of great relationships with NOVATECH, just because it teaches you to work together. And the beauty of hitting these ranks, let's say you want to hit executive, you got to make sure somebody on your team has hit junior executive. Let's say you want to hit senior executive, you got to make sure somebody on your team hits executive. It forces you to build equally, it pays fairly, and it teaches people to build leaders. And when you want to hit senior executive, that's when you're going to want that third leg. And I'll tell you why. $1 million worth of volume, that's a nice chunk of change, right? You have $1 million worth of trading volume underneath you. They're not going to let you use more than $450,000 from any one leg. What does that do? Well, if you have a power leg, let's say with $1 million in it by itself, and you have a second leg with $1 million in it by itself, you're only allowed to use $900,000, right? $450 and $450. You need to find $100,000 worth of volume from the third leg. And you're going to want to do that because it's senior executive. It opens up the door to the pools where you can start sharing in the quarterly profits from this company. Not to mention the fact you get a $2,500 bonus that Saturday. And you're on your way to junior director and senior director, right? So this is a nice program, guys. Here's what the pool looks like. You enter the executive pool, you share 2% of the quarterly profits with all executives. If you hit director, you come out of that pool, dry off, and jump in this pool, and you share 3% with all directors. Come out of the director's pool, and you hit the where the sharks are, right? This pool is, this is a beauty. 5% with many, many less people to share this piece of the pie with. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Listen, thanks so much for coming in on Monday night. Our best to Vincent and Pat Thomas for not being with us this week. God bless. And thanks so much to Mr. Garofano. You always bring so much to our channel. Really appreciate it, John. I'm going to open up the mics to everybody.
Good, great job.
I've done it a couple times. But...
Yeah, awesome.
All right, guys, you can unmute and ask questions. We prefer hands up if you can. And I don't know about John. I'm not in a hurry. I know it's 9 o'clock. I could stay on another half an hour if I had to. Anybody?
Yeah, feel free to ask questions or raise your hand.
Jermaine Cameron. What's up, brother?
Hey, thanks. Thanks for the the sharing. I appreciate it. Earlier, you said something about the 3% with the weekly with the weekly profits, and then a yearly being about 446% or something like that. Would you mind just going over that again?
No, let me stop sharing in a second. I'll show you. Yeah, just because I gotta, while I find it real quick, just give me 1 second. I can pull it right up for you. Not a problem. All right, okay. All right, so generally, I mean, John, and mute yourself, guys, please. Anybody that has unmuted. All right, so let me, guys, mute yourself, please. All right, hang on, guys. I got to go in and mute this person, I guess.
I got it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so let me. Am I sharing?
No, you're not, Jim.
All right. Okay, that's better. All right. So let me go here and pull up. All right. So you understand NOVATECH has these weekly ROIs. You can do the math if you would like to. I could give it to you. To 2020 was about a 3.5% weekly ROI average. 2021 was about a 3.38% ROI average per week. We're seeing it a little bit lower so far this year. Again, the whole market kind of really lost a lot of volume in January, and NOVATECH still pulled profits out. All right, so if you average this out, let's say conservatively, an average of 3% weekly. Stacey, you'll have to unmute.
Thank you.
Awesome.
My question is there a simpler way for the onboarding process? Because it can take so long trying to put the money in Coinbase and then move it over to NOVATECH.
You could use debit cards with Coinbase and sometimes PayPal to get the crypto in there. I think it is kind of quicker with a little bit with Cash App, but Cash App, I've had a lot of members have a lot of problem with them lately. So I personally stay away from Cash App, but that is another way. So, you know, it just depends.
Not being successful for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put a lot, like there's people that come in with 10, 20, 50, 100,000. You can't do that with a debit card or with Cash App. You have to onboard either. Now you can do this with let me tell you what you can do with Coinbase is you could wire the money from your bank to the Coinbase or your Coinbase account, which they give you a bank account inside of Coinbase, right? And you can wire directly to that. So that is another way if you have larger funds, you know, say you want to come in with 5 or 10,000, you want it in there in a few days, it's there within 24 hours. So that will help you, I think. But
okay.
Pamela, thank you, Stacey. Pamela's iPhone. Go ahead, Pamela.
Yes, sir. I wanted to find out, can you have a PAM account and a MT5 account at the same time?
yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Brad.
understand that there's no affiliate program associated with the MT5, and there's no support as far as like no one's going to teach you how to trade, and if you're doing it wrong or
They have videos
on
that'll
the
help
platform, you should be a trader if you're doing that with MT5. Okay, so we've had people try it and get lost, and we're like, listen, we can't help you.
Yeah. Brad, go ahead, Brad. Thank you, Pamela.
Hey guys, this is more of a buyer beware for Canadians. I just wanted to let you know we're having problems with ShakePay lately. So I would, my personal favorite is CoinSmart. CoinSmart seems to be working quite well. Yeah, there's been some issues with ShakePay.
What about Bull Bitcoin?
Actually, never heard of them.
I'll put it in the chat for you. That's
okay, great.
Yeah, that's a Canadian. I'm getting a lot of good feedback from that one.
That's a new one, right, Jane?
I don't know how new they are. It's new to me. I mean, there was so many people out there asking from Canada to help them with this stuff.
What about Coinbase? Because I know you could use Coinbase in Canada.
Coinbase for some reason would not link my bank or my credit card.
Really?
Yeah, and ShakePay, I really gotta say, Stay away from ShakePay right now. They're not the organization to be funding your NOVATECH through.
Gotcha.
I have lots of problems with my downline just reporting upwards. So,
What about Coinomi? No? Coinomi? No answer. All right.
Yeah, that's
All right. So I put another one. I put 2 exchanges for the Canadians. Yeah, Bull Bitcoin is brilliant. Miss Hazelton says. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of good things about Bull Bitcoin. But I also put another one in there called Coinomi.
Can I say something, James, John?
Yeah. Hey, Vincent.
All right, listen. When you're dealing with Coinbase and say your bank is not recognizing Coinbase, you can always do a bank wire with your name and all that. You register that bank with Coinbase, but then you do a bank wire. Once they receive that bank wire from that bank, then your bank will be registered inside of Coinbase, because I had to do that with one of my banks because they wasn't doing the Plaid system. So I had to do a bank wire from that bank account, and then my bank account was authorized inside of Coinbase. So
You could also
I don't know if
do-
that can help you out.
You could do a manual link to your without using Plaid. You just
Yes.
wait for the deposits. Yeah, that's another way. But anyway, yeah, it's good to know. Okay, we got a lot of questions.
Now let's knock this out. Marie Crypto, go ahead. Thank you, Brad.
Good evening, guys.
What's up?
I'm kind of new to the NOVATECH, and I understand that your company has been in existence for about 3 years, and I like what I'm hearing. However, I'm thinking that the people may want to see the crypto trading, tangibly, instead of blindly just seeing the yield on Friday. Is there anywhere that you can see it tangibly trading, so people can see exactly what's going on, so they don't think it's like some kind of scam or something like that?
So that's a good question, because early on they had it. Everything was in the back office, and everybody could see everything going on in their back office. It became a really big problem when people were looking at drawdown. Now, if you understand trading, you may, because you were talking about trades, you understand what drawdown is. Drawdown is when there's a market pullbacks and some of the trades are negative or in the losses. You could have a trade in the loss for a week or so or more, and then all of a sudden the market comes back and it's back in profit. It hasn't hit your stop loss. People didn't understand that. It was causing a support nightmare. So NOVATECH said, we're pulling all that transparency out. We're giving you a weekly report, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the story with that. So
This is just an example of how many trades are going on each month. So again, already having a data-rich system, they're not, if they put all the trades on there. Plus, they don't want people to copy the trades.
yeah, live trading, you can't show. I mean, you could show, they've had shown some spreadsheets of previous trades for the months and stuff like that. But it's just a ton of data. You're talking about a company who's doing thousands and thousands of trades. What are you going to do with all that data? You're going to sit there and stare at it. But I understand what you're saying, and unfortunately, it's just, you got to take this company, the faith that they've been in business for 3 years. They're expanding. They're getting into other things. They do have registrations. They're not some.
And if you're leery, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah, if you're leery, don't do it.
They're
That's
not
what I
in
tell
some-
everything.
in
Yeah.
some obscure country, or you can't. We don't know the owners. I mean, so they do have a FinCEN registration. They have ATMs. It's a company, man. You can't.
Yeah.
So if you weigh that out, you just go, okay, I'm okay with it. If you really see what the company's, what they're doing to show that transparency of being legitimate and not.
I can't imagine everything they did to get that broker's license. I can't imagine they wouldn't.
Yeah. So, but good
Let
question.
me ask you another question. You have a lot of other network marketing, cryptocurrency platforms coming. The company has been in existence for 3 years. How scalable is this company versus other companies trying to compete as far as the yield? I'm sure you know some names. I'm not going to mention them, but how scalable do you think this company is going to be with other competition in the midst?
Scalable or or comparatively
Scalable. I use scalable.
so scalable as far as like business model. I think they have nobody does what they're doing. Like nobody has ATMs and they have cryptocurrency mining equipment that they're mining behind the scenes. That it's going to be a product that's coming out and trading. So they have multifacets of technology in the crypto space that is generating revenue towards our PAM account. It's not just trading, right? They're mining, which is very profitable too. So
if I could just add, I hear Cynthia in my head saying, we don't care what other programs are doing.
And we don't care, yeah. They don't really know what they're doing.
We don't look at other programs. We know what we do. We don't care what other programs.
They have a business model that's unique.
Yeah.
You know, they have 3 streams of revenue so far that we know coming in, and they're testing other things too.
We got to move on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. NP, whatever that means. NP, unmute, say hi. We got 2 more people in the lineup, so let's go.
Yes, hi, thank you. With the dollar depreciating, how will it affect the accounts? And my second question is, what exactly are we investing in? Cryptocurrency, Forex, gold, silver? What exactly
100%, 100% crypto. And the
You're in the
dollar,
United States, yeah.
the dollar will only help. The dollar decreasing only helps us. It doesn't.
Yeah, so this is interesting. It's an interesting subject because inflation's out of control. So you got to understand what we're doing with cryptocurrency. If you study the crypto market, is we're hedging into a deflationary asset during the high inflation or some countries having hyperinflation. But we have, like you said, that I think you said the dollar is devaluing and the dollar's losing value. That's inflation, right? We're hedging into an asset that is actually growing by value versus the dollar, right? So you're in the right place for someone who wants to hedge against inflation.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. I don't know who's next. A lot of hands up. Marie Crypto, Marie, have you asked your question yet?
Yeah, I think you answered my question. I got one more, but I want others to go on.
Okay. I'm going to put your hand down. And I don't know if we got to NP. Hand still up?
You just answered my question.
Okay, great. Sorry, everybody's, I'm going to try to get everybody's hand up. And I think Julie, were your questions answered? I'm just trying to lower people's hands.
Yeah, I'm here, Julie.
Okay. You want to ask a question? Or?
Yeah, I have just some info for you as well regarding the crypto exchange and also ask a question. So first of all, the info, newton.co, NEWTON.co is great for Canadians.
Okay, great.
And you also get a $25, you can get a referral link that you give to your people. Okay, and then you get $25 and they get $25.
Yeah, good. Excellent. Well, that's good for you Canadians out there who are having problems with ShakePay.
Yeah. And also they cover like some or all of the transaction fees as well. So it's really great.
Awesome. Good.
Anyways,
good to know that one. If you want to put that in the chat too, that would be great too.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
I did.
Oh, good. Awesome. Okay.
So my question is, I saw a video from a year or 2 ago, and it was saying that, and I may have misunderstood, so I just want clarification on that. It was saying that NOVATECH also trades. It trades in the stock market.
No.
It also has investments in precious metals.
No, none of that's true.
No. So they're not in any equities. Although gold and silver is commodities, technically they can trade that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure they trade anything but major market pairs in the Forex and crypto markets. And in the United States, well, I know you're in Canada, but if you're most people here are in the United States, but if you are, everything, 100% of your portfolio is allocated in crypto because that's the laws of the United States.
Yeah, we got to move on. Thank you, Julie.
Kay?
Go ahead, Kay.
Hey, last question. Go ahead, Kay.
Last question, Kay. Go ahead.
Hi, good night. My question is, so you've mentioned a lot about the business model being sustainable. And so first for the bonuses, I noticed that the bonus, some of the bonuses are fixed amount. And my question is really, how are the bonuses funded?
I
mean,
can't
I
do
know
that. I
that
can't do that. I just spent a half an hour on that. Come in Wednesday night. I spend an hour and I go over the bonuses in depth. Yeah,
Come back on Wednesday. James will go over that with you. Okay, so who's next?
All right, last one again. Rory Soderman, please. Last one.
Hey, I'm just wondering, you invest in crypto, is it all crypto or is it only limited to a certain amount of cryptos?
So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. That's what you could fund with.
So just 4 of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could be trading other pairs, but when they usually pair it up with major market pairs like Bitcoin. So they may be trading Bitcoin versus Zcash or Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin versus Ethereum. They'll be trading that, but if that's what you were asking, but if you're talking about funding it and getting paid, it's only the ones that James mentioned.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you get on. John, are you going to be on Wednesday night with me?
Of course.
There you go, guys. Join us again Wednesday night where we take a deep dive into how to get paid out on Saturdays. And then at 9 o'clock, we open up the room, questions, answers. John does some charting. Last week, we had a special guest on that had a little segment on who knows what you're going to see this week. So God bless everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Pat and Vincent, God bless you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.